I was a quant trader, and I was trading a lot of things that weren't cryptocurrencies. ETFs primarily. I left that job, and it really was the environment where like you just walk down the street and people are talking about crypto. This is late 2017, and I knew nothing about. I didn't know what a Bitcoin was. I couldn't define it. I didn't know what a blockchain was, but I knew there were assets that you could trade, and there's so much hype around it. It sort of like triggered my like probably there's not enough liquidity in the system senses. Like every time that you hear everyone talking about a financial asset, there's way more demand than liquidity. And so I sort of like was like, man, I wonder if there's good trading to do here. And just did like the most cursory sort of like, you know, analysis you could. And it sort of looked like, oh wow, maybe there are actually ridiculously good trades to do here. And I jumped in, and I think I spent like a year trading before I could really tell you what a Bitcoin was. I think yeah.
So you were looking at it as a market that seemed more inefficient than other markets.
That's right. That's how I first got in. And but the more that I started trading, like, okay, to actually complete a trade, I had to dive into the actual operational aspects eventually of crypto. Like I had to know how blockchains work, if only to transfer assets between exchanges. The other thing that I learned though, and maybe the more impactful thing, was for the first time I had to run a bank account. I mean, I technically had a bank account before, but it sort of got abstracted away from me. Now I had to actually be like, all right, there are dollars sitting here and I need them to be there by 3 p.m. And like, how do I make that happen? And it was unbelievably difficult. Like when doing crypto trades, the hardest part was sending dollars around. And after like a year of that, I started to actually get a sense of like, you know, why anyone cared about crypto in the first place. Like I think I didn't have a sense of all of the problems with the traditional financial ecosystem until I had to actually work with it.
So you